Hello, Gemini. Welcome. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your next 30 days read. Welcome to the collective and welcome to the messages that we are bringing forward for you from Spirit. I just want to say, Gemini, when I was getting into your energy the first time, because this is the second time I've been at it now here today, first time I seen the all-seeing eye, and it was almost, it looked a lot like the all-seeing eye from my Hierophant card. It was just much larger. So potentially you might be, either having some psychic downloads or potentially having some troubles with your third eye. And when I say troubles with your third eye, like that could manifest in regards to your situation by having like night terrors and bad dreams. If you're on the positive side of that energy, you're getting lots of downloads and super connected to spirit, the universe, vibrating high and really connecting on a telepathy level, potentially with another individual. I also want to say that, if you are having, troubles like sleeping and things of that nature, it could be because there's potentially like psychic attacks happening to you. And those, that sometimes we meet people on our journey that, don't have the best intentions. And if you are a Gemini that is empathetic, you could be suffering some situations where individuals are, attacking you on a psychological level, because that is a thing, Gemini. So just really, really take heed and be mindful to the things that you're pouring in to your, into your brain and into your thought process, right? And ensure, because the only way to block, I'm sorry, my ear is itchy, it's weird. The only way to block attacks of that nature, when people have ill will towards you, is by raising your vibration so high that the negative and low vibrative people, they fall away because they can't vibrate on the same level as you. So people like that just have a tendency to disappear, and so if you are struggling with anything like that, Gemini, just really, really pay attention to those things. We're not ready yet. We haven't cut, but let's see what's going on. Seven of Swords, the Moon in reverse. So that again is speaking to subconscious energy. You might be having struggles with your subconscious self and your more shadowy side, maybe coming to the forefront. And because there is maybe a love that fell apart, and this love could have had you all in your feels, because this is an Ace of Cups, but it's in reverse. So that's telling me that you are either not having the commitment or ability to give love or receive love, because it looks like there's some subconscious and shadow work going on. And because the Seven of Swords comes in first here, and it's saying, Gemini, that it's either you that's sitting in the Thief of the Night energy, And that thief of the night can be, it can speak in so many different terms in regards to our situations, right? But an energy of, taking all of your swords and going. But there's two swords that you can't take with you, and because they're embedded in rock here, so it speaks to somebody else involved. It speaks to that there's somebody else involved that you may be thinking about walking away from, because of a lack of love, lack of ability to give love or receive love, and because of that shadow work that's incomplete. Nine of Swords just popped out. So you are coming to the very end of this cycle, Gemini, but no matter what, the cycle does need to finish, and you need to get off of the cycle, and those are our karmic lessons. We call those our karmic lessons. The things that we need to learn to be able to grow and evolve into a more authentic, characterized individual. So what we're going to do here, Gemini, is we're going to pull a 5-card spread for general messages, and then we're going to pull, okay, there's 9 of Swords again, and then we're going to pull 4 cards for your love and 4 cards for your finances, and then we're going to pull some advice from Spirit. Okay, Gemini, so let's just get into this here. I'm waiting for one more card. So the reason why you're having troubles is you have some sacral chakra. Yeah. Okay, sacral chakra energy to work on. So I feel personally, Gemini, that your karmic lessons have a lot to do with how you love, how you give and receive love. Again, I'm saying that again, but I also mean that in a sexual fashion. I mean that, who you are tying yourself to energetically when doing the act of love. So let's get into this general message here. So 8 of Coins in reverse. It's 8 of Coins speaks to, mastering what you're working towards in the material world. I think that what you're mastering is yourself and your love, and how you love others and how they love you, because we have a tendency to give and receive love from the preconceived preconceived notions, things that we learned when we were younger, parental patterns, family patterns, karmic patterns. Those get embedded in our brain and our makeup, and actually in our DNA, and then our body chemically reacts to specific situations that takes you back to a time in regards to your growth and upbringing, your childhood. So the 8 of Coins in reverse, you might be going through a time of struggles with money potentially as well, and that might be affecting your ways to co-create and coexist with other individuals. So also, you might not be feeling completely safe and supported, so you might be over giving in a sense when it comes to your financial situations, and that is creating a challenge within you, where you feel like you are almost like wounded, taken advantage of, stabbed in the back at times. There's, some, maybe having a hard time sleeping at night. And when you do sleep at night, you might be having bad dreams, night terrors, or just an inability to get back to sleep because you might be thinking, the worst of everything. So I think that, the Nine of Swords it comes in as your challenge. So, whatever it is that you may be thinking about consistently, even if something may have bothered you, like when it comes to somebody else's behaviors or the things that they say, try not to let that penetrate you, because I feel like, Gemini, this is, it's it's a battle of the wills, but the battle of the wills when it comes to your wills and your willpower and your, personal choices and what you will and what you won't do. And I don't know, that's just a message for somebody, but you don't need to feel like a victim. The thing is everybody's got their own story and their own situations. So what somebody projects on you is their stuff. It's not yours. It's not your stuff. So don't take that energy on like it is, because that is not benefiting you. Okay, so the Nine of Cups comes in, center of your read. So this is you, you moved towards your wish fulfillment, and this is you sitting in that energy of basically your wishes have come true. So I want to speak to this in regards to what we wish for. We need to be careful what we wish for too, because sometimes what we wish for doesn't actually serve us. So, and if you find yourself in one of those situations where something isn't serving you, it's teaching you. And when we go back to that karmic cycle stuff that we were talking about before, it's teaching you to be a more authentic self. And it's teaching you to have a vision. So Nine of Cups is like, it's moving towards your vision. It's moving towards your hopes and all of those things coming in for you. So it's a very, very happy and auspicious card, and it's spiritually enlightened. Okay. So, Spirit has more for you than this Nine of Swords. Okay, so you need to get out of your head energy and move into your emotional and your heart energy. Work with your heart chakra. That will help. And then you got the Two of Cups that comes in for you. It came in reverse. This is your card, right? This is the card of Gemini. So speaking in terms of that, because it's in reverse, I'm just having a feeling that you may be feeling out of balance because of a karmic partner that you might be dealing with right now. And, I don't want to tell anybody how to live their life, but, why is your energy coming to the board upside down, right? I think maybe this has a lot to do with, again, how you give love and receive love, and where do you stand in regards to that, and what are you accepting, and what are, what are your boundaries, what's your white line, or what's your line in the sand, and do you stick to those boundaries and those lines in the sand? Also, where is your worthiness level? Where's your worthiness level, right? What do you feel that you are worthy of? Because in the end, it is you who decides. It's not somebody else who decides what your worth is. You decide what your worth is. So the last card that comes in for you is the World, okay? This card is speaking to, it's speaking to perception, okay? And how we see the world. It speaks to enlightenment and, having gone through a growth process and coming out the other side completely changed on a mental level, right? Coming to like the realization that our perception is basically, it's everything in regards to how we interact with life and with other individuals and with earth and, you know, just Mother Gaia and your connectedness. Spirit is telling you to definitely look at balancing out these energies. 9-9 is coming in for you here too, so you may get further enlightenment in regards to that if you look up the angel number 99. There's a message for you there. Spirit wants you to work in your sacral chakra especially, you know, and there is positive, and if you're overly, you know, there's positive and negative sides to your chakra and what energy comes from this color of energy, okay? And, you know, there may be giving up love too much, which is, you know, when you connect with other people, when you connect with other people on a physical level, they like connect to your whole soul, your DNA and things of that nature. So if you find that you might be in a situation that you aren't, you know, completely safe in, you definitely just consider that part, and you know, and then there's the ladder, the other side of this, the contrary, where, you know, maybe you need to just give love and receive love, and I'm talking about on a physical level, so that might help balance out your energies a little bit. So just a little bit of advice there, Gemini, but definitely ask yourself, how do you give love and how do you receive love? Okay, so we're looking at your love side here. One more card. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of a transformation in regards to how you give love and receive love, and it's coming. Okay, we got 2 8s here as well, so actually 3 8s, and they're all right underneath each other. So 888 will be another message for you. I would definitely look at that. Let's look at finances here, Gemini. Show me Gemini's finances, please. Gemini's finances, Spirit. Thank you. Show me Gemini's finances. Spirit. Okay, it's a lot of cards. A lot going on. Okay, Gemini. So, love, 8 of Cups comes in reverse. So when it comes to love, you are not, you've either just come out of moving towards like what you feel you deserve when it comes to wish fulfillment, or you're just not, like, you're giving up like on moving towards that wish fulfillment. And when I speak about wish fulfillment, I mean, like, you know, in an emotional sense, you know, like there's, and that, you know, there could be so many different things that are affecting that energy, but I do feel a lack of communication and like potentially a ghosting situation in regards to your love, and that because the Knight of Cups comes in reverse. Knight of Cups is directly connected to communication in your throat chakra, so, you know, maybe there's been a break in communication with somebody who you feel like is a soulmate, and somebody who, you know, feels like, you know, they could, you know, be something tangible and real on an emotional level, but there's some communication barrier there, and it has a lot to do with your energetic level. because the Eight of Cups coming in reverse, we got the Knight of Cups mirroring that, and then we got the Eight of Swords under the Eight of Cups. So this is going back to, in regards to your love, Gemini, what is it that is keeping you stuck mentally? Because it's just your thoughts. It's just your thoughts. And that is the biggest issue, because those thoughts are creating a frequency and a vibration and so that's what it's like, an antenna, like you're just a big old antenna bringing in this frequency that you're tuned to. So you might need to turn the dial a little bit and start pouring different things into your brain, because I feel that this is more of an internal struggle in regards to, again, how you give love and how you receive love, and why. Why do you give love and receive love the way you do? And why do you receive torment in regards to love? Because there's just things on the board here that speaks to you maybe just tormenting yourself mentally. The Hanged Woman comes in. Okay, and so this is transformation and suspension in regards to your love. So Spirit wants you to let all the blood rush to your head while you sit upside down in suspension, and maybe like reroute. Because when you think about it, it's like oxygen. Your blood carries oxygen to your brain so you can think straight, right? And if we're not getting enough oxygen, we yawn, we get lethargic and things of that nature. So the time in suspension is like, letting that blood flow a different way. So you can have a, change in perspective. Also note that she's in a cocoon phase. So, there's that darkness, that process, that growth process that you're going through in terms of your general read, and then the world, right? It's a perspective message here. So this is all about perspective. This tells me that this is gonna, the shift in energy is gonna happen. I feel, okay, 12, like the full shift in energy I feel will happen in December, where you're really going to start to come out of this energy and go through your transformation process. Okay, so in regards to your work, we got a whole lot of messages. Knight of Wands, passionate, driven energy, big forward movement. We're moving towards something that, really drives you. In work, things look good, there's healing, but there is some challenge along the way with potentially another source of energy affecting the way you interact, potentially, because the devil energy comes in here. So we got the Knight of Wands, who's moving towards the Star, which is a really beautiful card to get into your financial read, because, this is like, you may be getting a lot of attention and just went through like a big, healing, phase where you're just looking good and looking like a star. So that's amazing. And then you got the Fool card that comes in, which is speaking to, just like having that, just taking that leap of faith and like having that faith that, things are going to be there and serve you. And I think that things are kind of moving in a new direction for you, in terms to what you're willing to put up with or not, because you know that no matter what, God is on your side. And then the Devil comes in reverse. So this tells me that you're detaching from that, like almost like a narcissistic energy, and there might be pressures put on you in regards to work, like things have definitely changed in many senses. So, and then that is bringing us into the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. So the Ace of Cups came back in for you in the upright. So this is telling me that your work life definitely has like a big impact on the rest of your life. And that, why does that affect you? Not saying it's a bad thing. Just, sometimes you want to spend a little bit of time in that introspection so you can have these changes. So why is your work life making you feel like divine is bringing you this cup of love? And then, the Four of Swords comes in. So that tells me that at some point you're going to need some rest. Try not to overwork yourself. Things are going to come in for you, and you want to be able to maintain the Knight of Wands energy, which is, communicative, forward movement. You want to be able to be passionate and desire and have a lot of energy, but you want that to be, a steady energy, right? So don't work yourself so to the core that you work yourself into a time where you're going to need to rest, because the Four of Swords can speak to illnesses at times, or just a time of rest that is needed after, some sort of heartbreak. And then the Ace of Cups here, just why does your love tie to your work? Okay, Gemini. So that's all I have in regards to your tarot messages. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to you from my Energy Oracle deck. This is a great deck. We just like to get, some more advice, right? See what Spirit's got to say. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Show me what Gemini needs to see. Strategy. So you might be lacking a plan. Okay, you're lacking a plan because strategy is needed in regards to what you're doing. It came in the reverse. So it's speaking to really needing to sit down and have a plan, and take notes. Journaling will be important, because if you're trying to manifest anything, if you write it down, it's like writing a contract with the universe. Community, your community might be affecting the way that you, again, I'm going to say this again, love and receive love. Do not pour things, unnecessary opinions and things into your energy space, because, like I said, sometimes people's energy can affect how we are interacting and, just receiving again. So there's a message in regards to your community that's giving you indecision. So focus on what your vision is, Gemini, is important right now. Focus on your vision. One more message for Gemini. The Sacred Union. Okay, so there's your card again, Gemini. Partnerships, romance. So that's big on your mind right now. That's where the biggest challenges are happening for you. And it's a perspective thing. 27 is the number 9. So we got 3 9s on the board. I would 100% ask you to just go to Google, type in angel numbers 888-999, read through those. There's going to be some further messages for you there that's going to help you just bring some clarity to your love situation. It's important to come at our love situations with logic and with emotion, and just having that balance in between those two things. Because like I said, I think that you might be dealing with a little bit of shadow work at times, and that might be a big contributing factor to the disharmony you may be feeling. And some of you may be feeling more harmony than usual, and if that's your story, I love that too. but the, you know, the main theme here is perspective and the way you look at things. So I just loved doing your reading, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for liking and subscribing, and if you personalize your subscription, you'll get videos just for Gemini. And yeah, that's basically all I got for you, Gemini. Thank you again for being here. Thank you.